It was my freaking ex, y'all. The cable man was my ex. beautiful. It's me, your girl, Maya J. Thank you for watching and thank you for tuning in. So you guys see we started out with some chill vibes this morning. Happy Sunday, by the way. If you're enjoying the vibes, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I think it's maybe there. I think it's right there. So go ahead and hit it. Hit that subscribe button and also hit that like button as well and show your girl some love. And so, yeah, y'all, we got into it early this morning, you know, just enjoying the vibes and, you know, just getting through this Sunday. So I skipped a week of posting. Y'all, I feel like I have to be a little transparent with you guys. Or I just feel like I need to be transparent, like just in general. It's just been, it's been a little, I don't know. I've been dealing with depression, okay? I've been dealing with depression, to be honest. And I went through, I feel like I went through seasonal depression. And then just coming into January, I feel like, you know, it's a new year and I feel like I just need to do more. So not doing more or, you know, things not happening as fast as I feel like or want them to, you know, go as fast. It's like, it just weighs down on me. Like I just been down in the dumps. Like, so I was like, you know, I'm just gonna take, you know, a week and just, you know, just rest mentally. It's not that, you know, YouTube is too much, but, you know, just being one extra thing on my plate. At that moment, I just needed to rest and also taking a rest from other things. So I just, you know, want to be transparent about that. So we're back. And then another thing, I feel like I'm hair depressed as well. Like I love being natural. I'm going to continue to be natural, but I feel like I want to try out a different color. So I'm thinking about like a red, like a cherry cola red type of color, burgundy, something like that. I don't even know how it's gonna take on my hair because since I've been natural, I've never dyed my hair. Before I went natural, when I was relaxed, I would dye my hair, no problem. And, you know, I've never dyed it since I've been natural. So I feel like I need something new, want something new. And, you know, of course, I'm still going to do the 2-strand twist and whatnot. But I feel like a different color will make me want to wear it out more as far as like a twist out, stuff like that. So just something new. But, you know, aside from that, so that's something I'm going to do soon, maybe this week sometime. So that's something I'm going to do soon. And you guys see me journaling. So I just needed to unpack a few things. I feel like I need to go back and unpack some more things as well. So this morning I journaled. I haven't journaled in a long time. I don't even think that, no, I didn't close out the year with a journal entry. What you guys see me journal this morning was my first entry for the year. And I didn't close out 2023 with a journal entry. And that's something that over the years I've, you know, made intentional, but I just didn't do it to close out 2023. So I want to get back in the habit of journaling. And yeah, so I did that this morning and I feel like I need to go back and do it again. Excuse me. But, you know, since journaling this morning, I feel better. You know, I got, you know, some thoughts that, you know, were in my head. I got those out. But like I said, I need to go back. I need to go back. So maybe I'll go back tonight or sometime this week, but I need to get back into the habit of journaling. So we're going to get back into that habit. If journaling isn't something that you've ever tried before, I recommend journaling. It has helped me, and it is beneficial. Well, it has been beneficial to me. So I do recommend it if you've never, done it before. I've recommended it to my mom after she lost her mom, which is my grandmother, last year. I recommended it to her, and she enjoys it. So yeah, get you a journal. It doesn't have to be something expensive, something fancy. You can get a composition book if you want to. So I do recommend that, but we're going to get back into the groove of journaling and just getting those thoughts out. Writing like that pen to paper situation, I feel like is really good too. I like that, but I feel good since journaling this morning. And also something else that I did this morning was got off of the dating site that I was on. So let's get into that. So last weekend, I downloaded a dating app, and I was on there for 2 days. So probably Saturday and Sunday. I downloaded it and it just wasn't for me. I wasn't feeling it. And I got off of there. I deleted the app off my phone. So after deleting that app, I think on Monday, I reactivated my Facebook dating app. So Facebook, they have a dating app, whatever. So I've been on there before, and it's been a while since I've been up there. And so I reactivated it reluctantly, and I was up there all week, and it's just not for me. It's not for me. Like, after journaling, I realized that, I need to just get off of there. For me, it's not healthy for me mentally and emotionally, and energetically. It's not healthy for me. It's not good for me. And I'm just speaking from my perspective, and how I feel, my point of view. So it just, like, I would match with people and, have a conversation and all of that stuff, but it didn't get as far as that. And it got to be a little draining, swiping. It got to be draining, like, and just time consuming as well. But I feel like the draining part comes from being on a dating site, being on that particular platform. It was draining for me because it's like, you don't know who's looking at you. You don't know who's coming across your profile. Your picture is up there. And I feel like, energy is real. Transfers of energy, all of that stuff is real. So somebody looking at your picture, they're having thoughts about you, whether it's negative or positive. So I feel like whatever thoughts that they were having were starting to project onto me. Like, if you're ever wondering why you're depressed or kind of feeling like your confidence is down, and, like I said, just speaking from my perspective, I feel like it started to project onto me, because you never know what these people's intentions are on these sites. And like I said, they're looking at your pictures, those energy transfers, they can project. I don't care how far or how close, a person is to you, whether they're in front of you physically or looking at you through a phone. That energy just transfers. So that's just my perspective on it. And like I said, it got to be, draining, and it's just not something that I want to do anymore and be on, that particular platform. And yeah, being on YouTube, you don't know who's watching you as well, but it's just different energetically. It's different. back in my 20s, me being on dating sites, like I've been there, done that. Now that I'm in my early 30s, it's like I don't want to do that anymore. I don't feel like the person that's for me is on a dating site anyway. So I don't feel like he's there. If he is, I'll know when the time is right, but I just don't feel like he's there. And it's like that brings up the question, well, where is he? Sir, can you please come get me? Because I'm tired. Like, where is he? And it's like, where do you meet new people? Especially someone like me, where it's like, I don't really go out, to like social events and stuff like that. Like, I try to, get out and be social, but I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert. So it's like, where would he be at? Where would he be at? And that's another thing, is like I have to realize not to focus on the when and the how, and just put things in God's hands. And that's another thing that was brought up while I was journaling. I feel like, God is just saying, just stop. Just stop trying to do things yourself because you're making a mess. Just stop and let me do it. So, and that's with my love life. That's with, my career goals, YouTube goals. Just in every aspect of my life, is just, God is like, stop and let me do it. Because if you're like me, I like to have control of things that go on in my life. Everything that goes on in my life, I like to be in control. I like to just be proactive. I guess that's the word that I'm looking for. And, the things, the success that's going on in my life, the things that's happening in my life, I like to be proactive in making things happen. And I've come to a point in my life where it's like, I can't do it no more. I'm tired. And that's my sign to be like, Lord, you got it. You got it, because I don't want to make a mess of my life anymore. So yeah, I just feel like I just had to get that out and be transparent. So yeah, I just feel so much better. So if you sat through all of that, I appreciate you. And I just appreciate, my loyal viewers, my loyal watchers, loyal subscribers anyway. I appreciate you guys for sticking it out with me. I appreciate you so much, because you don't have to watch. You don't have to watch me, but you choose to. So I appreciate you. But I did want to get into a little story time, speaking of dating and all of that stuff. So this week, let me tell y'all what happened. So on Wednesday, my mom, she had set up an appointment to have the cable box in one of the rooms hooked up or whatever. So, Wednesday rolls around and stuff. So I have an ex that when we were together, he worked for, it wasn't Verizon. I think it was DirecTV. One of those that started with a D. So he worked for one of those companies when we were together. And this was like back in 2015, 2016, 2015. So, we've stayed in contact off and on, maybe like he'll probably send me a message through Messenger or whatever. And, saying, hey, we have a conversation, and that's it. So, we've always remained cool or whatever. And I last seen him last year. It was a few months ago. And he was working at the house directly behind me, like literally. So he was like, hey, I'm in the area and I just wanted to know if you still lived in the area. So I was like, yeah. And he was like, well, are you home? I'm on such and such street. You know, you want to swing by and, you know, speak or whatever. Or I'll probably say, oh, well, that's right behind me. I'll just swing by or whatever. So I went to the job site that he was working at and, you know, we spoke for a few moments and I came back home. After that day, haven't heard from him. We haven't talked. But, you know, still cool, still cordial if he was ever to hit me up or whatever. So the day of the appointment, you know, I'm just up here in my room and, well, prior to Wednesday, he had just been on my mind. Like for 2 days, he would just run across my mind. And I had, you know, thought about hitting him up, but never did. So Wednesday rolls around, I'm working, I'm sitting up here chilling or whatever. And I was like, what if he comes and fixes the cable box? But I was like, nah, because he doesn't work for the company where we have cable and Wi-Fi at. He worked at a different company. And I was like, nah, he wouldn't, you know, that wouldn't be him. Child. Tell me why the cable man was my ex. The cable man was my ex, y'all. I'm done. I'm done. Like, I'm sitting up here. My door was open. I was still working or whatever. So I was sitting at the desk and my mom, she answers the door and I hear him talking and, you know, I didn't really know his voice. I mean, like I said, we don't talk every day. We don't even talk once a month. So, you know, he's talking. I didn't know his voice. So I'm like, you know, okay, cable guy's here. So they come walking up the stairs because it was another guy with him. So the other guy, he walks ahead and, you know, I spoke and told him what room to go into and I didn't see my ex behind him. So I'm like, yeah, it's in that room. And here he come. What a coincidence. Sir, sir, do your job. Don't mind me. I'm minding my business. What are you doing here? And mind you, he's been here before to pick me up, so he knew exactly where he was going. Like, the appointment was scheduled for between 5 and 6:30 that evening. He comes here, well, he calls the house phone or whatever. My mom answers because she's just adamant about still having a house phone. So he calls the house phone and he's like, we don't have any more work for today. You're scheduled for this evening. Do you mind if we come earlier or if we come now? So she says yes. Like, she don't know who she talking to. And so she says yes. So they come on. And so he knew where he was coming to the whole time. Y'all, like, it's just what was the odds? And why are you working for this cable company now all of a sudden? Like, it was so crazy. Like, it was my freaking ex, y'all. The cable man was my ex. Like, thank God it was, you know, an ex that, you know, we still cool. Anytime we see each other, we cool, whatever. Like, if it was one of them ones where we had to tussle a little bit, like, I don't know. But he was cool. He did what he had to do. You know, he was nice to my mom, put things back where they were supposed to be and all that stuff. But it was just crazy. It was crazy. He talking about some, what a coincidence. I was like, yeah. But you know, we spoke whatever, and that was that. But it was a crazy situation. Like, I was just like, what in the world is going on today? Let me go mind my business. Cause child, we don't want that to happen again. So I'm gonna need for her not to hook up no more cable boxes or nothing. Because, sir, But anyways, I just wanted to share that little story time with you guys. I thought it would be funny to share. So if you've ever had an experience like that, leave that down in the comments because that's crazy. But I'm gonna go finish doing some laundry. I gotta put it in the dryer and stuff, and probably go get dinner ready because I'm a little hungry. So I'm gonna go do some stuff around the house, and I will catch up with you guys later. guys, so what you just seen, I'm making hamburgers and gravy tonight for Sunday dinner. So y'all just see me mix the ground turkey. I put onions, breadcrumbs, 1 egg, some adobo, garlic powder, onion powder, and black pepper in there. So honestly, this is my first time making hamburgers and gravy. So I had to ask my mom, how she put it all together. So I got it from here. So I'm gonna make the hamburger patties and cook those over the stove and then put them in the gravy to simmer and do its thing and all of that. So I'll show y'all making the patties or whatever, but I got my green beans going and I'm gonna make mashed potatoes as well to go with it. Some garlic mashed potatoes. So we gonna get it going. So let's see how it turns out. This is my first time making it. But I mean, I've made burgers before, so it shouldn't be that hard. It shouldn't be that hard. So y'all see me mix it with the spoon because the less I have to touch it, the better. No, I'm just saying. So let me go ahead and turn my stove on. I did put a little olive oil in my pan because, ground turkey, it doesn't make a lot of grease. So I don't want them to stick too bad. All right. And those onions had me crying, y'all. So I'm gonna just take a scoop. I think that's too big. All right, so there we go. And I got my stove on. And I don't want to work them too much. I think that's pretty good, the thickness of it. And my hands are clean. I did wash my hands. And I'm going to just place it in the pan. I'm going to turn my heat down a little bit just because I don't want it to go too crazy. All right. And I'm just patting it, shaping it up. And it smells good already, so that's how I know I seasoned it pretty good. All right. That's 2. But yeah, just a simple Sunday dinner. I didn't know what to cook, honestly. So, and this came to mind. Just something simple, but really good and warm. All right, and that's 3. I think I should go a little bit bigger, maybe. But that's 3 of them. So I'm gonna finish making the patties and wash my hands and get to making the mashed potatoes as well. So I'll be back. Okay, y'all, so this is the moment of truth. Like I told you, this is my first time making hamburgers and gravy, so we gonna see what it's hitting for. All right. And again, I had made some green beans, homemade garlic mashed potatoes with gravy and the onions in it and everything. Look at it. Okay. Oh, that's perfect. It's nice and tender. That's perfect. So I'm gonna dive into this, and I hope y'all got the recipe of what I shared and stuff. And I'm gonna catch up with you guys in a little bit. Hey, beautiful. So I'm finally in the bed. It's been a long Sunday. It's 11 o'clock, I believe, or a little bit after 11. But we took a shower, did some skincare, and, finished folding our laundry and all of that stuff. So we're done. I'm done for the day. So I'm caught up in this show. So let me tell you guys. So if you were into Black web series back in the day on YouTube, then you might remember Black and Sexy TV. So, and of course, they were on YouTube. They started on YouTube, and then they moved to Patreon, or they got their own subscription where you had to pay monthly and all that stuff. So they left YouTube, or you couldn't get like the full episodes on YouTube. So I unfortunately had to stop watching. So I was scrolling through Tubi. Y'all, tell me why I came across Chef Julian. So like I said, if you were into the web series back in the day on YouTube, then you probably came across Chef Julian, Roomy Lover Friends, Wendy and Julian, Hello Cupid, all of those web series. So all of those are not on Tubi, but Chef Julian, they do have like the whole 3 series, like all of the episodes. Roomy Lover Friends is up there too, but I think they only have like 3 episodes, which sucks because I loved Roomy Lover Friends. I love that show. So I've been tuned in, locked in on Tubi, watching Chef Julian, and dang, I'm on season 3. That's the last season, I believe. I'm on season 3, episode 2 of Chef Julian. So I think I'm almost done with the season, well, the whole show. So that's unfortunate for me. But yeah, I've been locked into that, and I'm watching the show, right? Because the show came out in like 2015, 2016. So I'm watching the show, and I'm like, no wonder I was caught up in all of this mess back in 2015, 2016, 2017, because I thought I was on Chef Julian. I thought I was a part of the Black and Sexy TV crew, honey, because looking at this show is like looking at my life back in that time, like 2015, 2016, around that time. Just a whole bunch of drama. Child, I can't, but I might finish this season tonight. Even though it's late, I might just go ahead and finish it. So that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been locked into. But I hope you guys enjoyed my Sunday reset. And I hope you enjoyed me being just a little bit more open with you guys and transparent and just sharing a little bit more about me. So if you did enjoy this content, if you enjoyed this video, this Sunday reset, then go ahead and show your girl some love and hit the like button, and go ahead and subscribe and join the community as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest.